Hey everyone, it's Gem and Scrolls, and I'm back with week 3 of my month-long cleaning challenge. For January 15th, we didn't really do much. I had a craft day with my little one, and then I made Girl Guide videos for some of the crafts that I've been doing, and researched a few crafts to put onto our brainstorm list for additional months. Because we're doing the virtual Zoom stuff. Then I planned out my meal prep day, which will be tomorrow, and started making a grocery list. Come January 15th, I was able to tackle the garbage can bright and early in the morning. I've been meaning to wipe this down for ages and just haven't done it. So it's not perfect, but it looks much better than it did. And I did do the inside, but forgot to take pictures, of course. And then I moved on to meal prepping. This is my list. I always pin my list somewhere I can see it while I'm cooking so I can stay on track. Some of the things will require other things to be completed before I can start them, and that's why the list is really handy. So I've written everything big and I cross it off as I go. To start, I wrapped my turkey and then seasoned it with some salt, pepper, and garlic, and moved on to coating my herb crusted roast with some various herbs and a flour egg mixture. Put both of those on low heat in the oven. Then started my blueberry mix, which is just blueberries and some sugar in a pot to reduce that. I chopped up my vegetables. Potatoes and carrots were put into the bag with a bit of water and into the fridge, and these were just roughly cut. And I did the same thing with the mushrooms. I chopped them up, but these ones I'll be using later, so no water and no fridge. And then I coated my tenderloin chops in some flour, and I fried them in a little bit of oil. They were only salt and peppered because I didn't want to overwhelm their flavors, because they would get the blueberry sauce later. I put on my rice to cook, and I always wash my rice for a little bit first, and then I used my steamer to roast the vegetable or steam the vegetables. And then I made my wonton filling for my wonton soup, and this was put to the side for later. I made my casserole sauce. This is just a basic sauce. I added spinach and mushrooms because those are things that were in my fridge that needed to go. When the turkey finally came out, I cut it in half. This is half that'll be just a roast, and the other half was used and chopped up for both the casserole and also the turkey fried rice. So I added some of the meat to the casserole, and I mixed that up, and it went into the fridge ready for the night of. I used the wonton wrappers from the freezer to make my wontons with my filling, and by the end of the day, I was done. But here was my dinner. It was so good. So January 16th was a day-to-day thing. We just did laundry and dishes and various other things to kind of keep up with things that I'm sometimes ignoring during my large projects. And I got both girls bathed, and then we moved on to a family tackle for January 17th. These are all my daughter's Legos. We divided them all into bags by color. That way we can start putting her sets back together now that she's older and can take care of them. That night, I also had a major moment of insomnia, so I ended up cleaning out underneath both of my couches. There was a lot of little toys under there. It took me a couple of hours, and I legitimately had no sleep until like 5:30 in the morning. Needless to say, the 18th became a write-off day, and I did nothing but lounge around with the baby while trying to just make it through my day. It is January 19th, and this is what I'm going to be tackling. It is my craft room, and we've been putting off changing up the bedrooms, but we want to move my bedroom downstairs so that my oldest and my youngest daughters can have individual rooms upstairs, which means no more craft room. Now, we had thought we might be moving because the house was up for sale, and we had started packing our non-essential stuff in boxes. All of that has to come out and be put back onto shelves or into various locations and gone through maybe a little more fine-tuned. And then I need to go through all of my art supplies and figure out what can stay in the bedroom and what needs to find other homes, so to speak. My hope is that I'll be able to use one of these shelves as my diamond shelves and have a movable table to set up my diamond painting on, so that I can still have everything accessible and in the same area as the living room, so I can still spend time with my mister in the evenings, because he works most days 12 hours. And then I'll have to take everything off that and take everything out of my closet. Not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing with all that yet, but I'm thinking I might need some closet organizers. This is not going to be a one-day thing, because then I have to move everything from one bedroom into another bedroom upstairs after the upstairs bedroom is emptied. But yeah, so it's gotten messy since I haven't been in here regularly. And let's get started. So the first thing that I did was take this picture, and then I went through all my extra drills and I themed them and put them into these little ornament balls, something I've been meaning to do for a while. And then I tackled the table. I put things away as I went because I didn't want to have to deal with them later. And I did make a little pile off to the side of my diamond paintings. I put the tall ones over on the shelf and the other ones are in my closet for now. And then I sorted all my stuff onto this shelf that I want to use in the bedroom and left room for other things I know will come downstairs. So this is my after picture. I was able to sweep the floors, and then I called it a day only because we did have a lot of things to do. I wanted to bake some bread, and I had to help with homework and then still do my daily dishes and bathe the baby again. So then we moved on to January 20th, where I'm tackling the same mess. To start, this morning I unpacked a few boxes of manga and got them set up, as well as some of the knickknacks and the Magic game that my hubby plays. I was able to unpack these 3 boxes, which made me really happy. And then I moved on to the entertainment unit. The top shelf I thought would be perfect for putting the games, so the little one couldn't get into it. Right now it's kind of a cluster of just random gaming stuff. So I started by neatening that and taking things that didn't need to be there out. And then I piled all the games on top by the game console. We have the Wii, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, and Xbox 360. And it looks a lot better, so I'm really happy with the turnout here. I didn't know if I was going to tackle any more, but I took some pictures of what was left of the boxes. And then I broke down most of these boxes and keeping only a few so that I could use them for donation. But some of my knickknacks in the boxes were magnets, and I realized I needed to tackle this fridge. It's something I've been ignoring. There's paper all over. So I went through everything. I gathered up all the artwork to be put in a box. And then I put all our destination magnets on the side of the fridge and all our various other magnets on the front of the fridge. I'm sure that I'll have more artwork later. I decided that this would be a good shelf for my TV shows, and the bottom shelf would stay as a toy shelf, and then these are our movie shelves, and I needed to straighten those so I could put the other movies back on. So I kind of designated each shelf according to a theme. So TV shows are on the short shelf, like I said, and then I was able to put kids movies, then superhero movies, and on the top adult movies. I should clarify that the reason why we don't use the bottom shelf is that for some reason Ori won't leave anything alone on the bottom shelf, and so she's nominated that this shelf be used for her puzzle-like toys. And then for the movie shelves, it's the same deal with the bottom 2 shelves. For whatever reason, she will not leave things alone on here no matter how much we've tried, and so we've compromised by letting her keep her books on these 2 bottom shelves. I started the 21st by unpacking the leftover boxes. Most of the things I collect are fans and dream catchers, as well as masks. So I just found places for all of these things. I definitely have more dream catchers and fans than the mask. I also have a collection of nutcrackers, and I usually keep them up through the year, but I didn't know where I was putting these. I think I'll probably have to wait until the dressers come down so I can put them in my bedroom. Otherwise, they're in a box waiting to be unpacked off to the side. And then I had a pile of pictures that I also needed to wait to hang up because I had to find my finishing nails for that. That left these few boxes to go through. I did end up having to pile some dolls out of these boxes with the nutcrackers because, again, I didn't really have a space for them yet. And then I was down to this plastic tote. I put everything away. I was super proud of myself. And then had cuddles with the baby because she demanded them. And my end result is this. I managed to empty out the closet and put things away. Found a place for my diamond paintings to hang and swept the floor. Everything looks great, and now I can just put things from my room into this room. That concludes my third week of my month-long cleaning challenge. Tomorrow I'll probably tackle a little bit more of this room, and that's it, guys. If you want to like and subscribe for more videos, that would be great. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye for now.